The relic pulsed like a dying heart beneath the rogue world's crust, its obsidian surface etched with runes that bled starlight. I, brother librarian Arcturus of the Blood Ravens, felt the whisper before my gauntlet touched it, an oily murmur slithering through the warp, coiling around the name Magnus. My squad's auspex screamed, not Xenos, not machine, something stolen. The artifact's glyphs rearranged themselves into a single accusation, thief. Dust cascaded from the vault ceiling as the ground exhaled a breath that smelled of scorched parchment and betrayal. Somewhere in the dark, 1,000 unseen eyes opened. My gene seed itched, not pain, recognition. The heist had just become a confession. Boots crunched on crystallized bones. Previous thieves, their ceramite fused to the floor like wax. Sergeant Kale's bolter swept the gloom. Contact negative, librarian. Just silence. Silence lied. I knelt, fingers tracing the relic's edge. The whispers sharpened into words. Return what was taken, son of the Cyclops. My helm's auto-senses glitched, overlaying my HUD with a crimson eye that blinked in time with my twin hearts. Arcturus? Kale's voice cracked. Your vitals are spiking. Old memories, I lied. The vault's walls rippled, revealing murals of Prospero's fall, except the 1,000 suns wore our colors. My gauntlet closed around the relic. It burned cold. The floor erupted, not daemons, shadows. Human silhouettes in Mark III plate, their helms hollow, mouths stitched with silver wire. They moved like stop-motion ghosts, jerky and wrong. Fire! Kale roared. Bolts sparked off nothing. The shadows walked through us. One paused, tilting its head. Its vox emitted my own voice, recorded from a century ago. Knowledge is power, guarded well. Then it stole Kale's bolter. Not physically, his hand still held the weapon, but the shadows now carried it, phasing through the wall. The relic's pulse synced with my heartbeat. I was the lock. It was the key. We fled upward through catacombs that rearranged themselves, corridors becoming libraries, libraries becoming pyres. Every shelf held a stolen memory, a salamander's final oath, a sister of battle's prayer carved into bone, a dark angel's confession sealed in blood. The shadows followed, growing solid. One wore Kale's face, but its eyes were rubies. It spoke with my voice again. You catalog sins, but never your own. I hurled a psychic lance. The shadow absorbed it, growing taller. Its armor now bore Blood Ravens iconography, my iconography, from a battle I hadn't fought yet. Kale grabbed my pauldron. Librarian, the relic, it's writing on you. He was right. Runes crawled across my ceramite like ants, spelling Thief King's Heir. Deeper in, we found the ledger, a slab of obsidian listing every artifact the Blood Ravens had acquired. My name appeared, dated tomorrow. The shadows formed a circle. Their leader stepped forward, helm splitting to reveal Magnus's face, but younger, flawed, human. You stole my gene seed, it said, voice soft. Not all of it, just enough to dream. The relic cracked. A single feather, raven black, tipped with warp fire, fell out. The catacombs collapsed into a battlefield that never was, Prospero's ruins, but the spires were made of books, burning books. The shadow Magnus raised the stolen bolter, return the feather, break the cycle. Kale leveled his weapon, reclaimed somehow. Order, sir. I looked at the feather. It pulsed with my chapter's founding, our lie. Stand down, I said. The shadows attacked, not with claws, with truth. Each strike showed me a memory. A blood raven stealing a custodian's blade during the War of the Beast. Another siphoning gene seed from a fallen iron hand. Me, in a future I hadn't lived, kneeling before a throne of stolen relics. I fought with psyche and blade. The feather burned in my grip. Every shadow I banished reformed from the ledger's pages. Kale took a last cannon hit meant for me, shadow fire, that aged his armor 1,000 years in seconds. He laughed, grim. Even ghosts hate paperwork. His helm cracked, beneath not flesh, but light. Astartes souls trapped in the ledger. The shadow Magnus offered a bargain. Burn the feather, free them, damn yourself. I stood alone. Kale's light flickered, joining the chorus of trapped souls. The ledger grew, pages flipping to show my future. A blood raven traitor, hoarding knowledge until the Imperium burned us for it. The feather weighed nothing, everything. I could return it, admit our chapter's sin, shatter our legacy, or keep it and become the monster the whispers promised. The shadows waited. Magnus's echo smiled. All thieves face the mirror eventually. I crushed the feather. Warp fire erupted. The ledger screamed. Pages tore free, becoming ravens. Real ravens, flesh and blood. Their eyes holding the souls of every stolen brother. They wheeled upward through a ceiling that became sky. The catacombs dissolved. We stood on the rogue world's surface, dawn breaking over a graveyard of our own making. The relic was gone. So were the shadows. Kale's body lay empty, armor pristine. His dog tags read, "Property of the Empire, return to sender." My gauntlet held a single page from the ledger. It was blank, except for a fresh entry, in my handwriting. The greatest theft is forgiveness. The Blood Ravens will call this a victory. Another artifact secured, another world pacified. They'll never